is the real deal right here. The Star Trek 50th anniversary Barbie doll. There are 3 in this line, including Mr. Spock, Captain Kirk, and Lieutenant Uhura. So this is one of the original characters from the original series back in the 60s, which is absolutely monumental because at that time in America, it was unheard of to have a beautiful black woman starring in a mainstream TV show as a lead character. I mean, black people were still being discriminated against left and right and nobody cared. So we will get into all of that in a separate video because it's very significant, but we don't have time to do it in this video. So we're just gonna stick to the details of this doll for now. Moving on, here's how she is packaged in her box. Her retail price is about $35. Now I've seen this doll at Toys R Us, so she is in stores. However, you can order her on Amazon like I did and have her shipped right to your doorstep. The shipping was fast as hell. I only paid $30 for her because her box was damaged, but it was really not that bad. And you see there's like a glare on my box, so I'm just going to take her out of here for a second so that you guys can see what she looks like. The significant thing about her is that her face sculpt is really unique. It is new and it's designed to resemble the actress Nichelle Nichols who played Uhura. She is really gorgeous. I think the face-up actually doesn't do justice to her sculpt. Does that make sense? Okay, let me say that again. I don't think the doll's face-up does justice to her sculpt. She would be beautiful as a repainted doll. I mean, she already is pretty, but way prettier. So, on the back of the cardboard inserts, we have the COA attached, and you can have a look at that. She also comes with her own stand. It's a 3-piece stand that is very easy to assemble. All it takes is a little common sense. Next, we have the actual doll and her accessories that she comes with. Honestly, the camera really doesn't do this doll justice. She does not look as good on camera as she does in real life, but pay attention, I will show you all of her details. At first glance, I think the worst part about the doll is her hair. It's totally stiff and gelled into this weird hairstyle, and you can see she's got that bump at the back of her hair. There are stray hairs everywhere. They tried to duplicate the character's hairdo by doing that curl over thing where her bangs are, but it's just stiff as hell. I just don't feel impressed with this hairstyle. I know they were trying to reflect the look Uhura had in season 1, but if you guys are Trekkies watching this, let me know in the comments how you feel about this hair. I'm just not feeling it. I mean, if I wasn't too lazy to reroot this head, I totally would. I would probably give her some long hair with highlights, but that's like the only flaw that I really see in this doll. I'll be washing out this gel and restyling the hair as best that I can, and I'll try to show you all what I did. I do like her painted sideburns though, those are cute. Let's move on to the rest of her. Her face is made up, but there isn't a lot of glamorous makeup. She has some eyeshadow on. It's like a silver kind of color, like silver off-white, and she has dark brown eyes. She's got really arched eyebrows. My favorite part of her face is definitely her nose. The bone structure of her face is really good, and the nose looks so accurate to the shape of the actresses. Her cheekbones, I mean, everything as far as the bone structure looks amazing. Her lips are painted with a pink shimmery gloss, but the color looks a little bit weird to me. I'm not sure if I like this color with the skin tone of the doll. And the shape of the lips, it feels like the paint job isn't really like following the shape of the doll's lips. I don't know if that makes sense. I think I'm going to end up stripping off the lip paint and just giving her new lips altogether. She comes with these green hoop earrings, which are similar to the ones that the actress was wearing in season 1. However, these look so plasticky and reminds me of Christmas colors next to the red dress, so I just don't feel stimulated in a creative sense by this earring choice. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. The picture on the back of the box shows the actress wearing a totally different set of earrings that look way cooler, and I kind of think it would have been nice to have those earrings for the doll instead. Now the skirt is a red mini dress, accurate in design to the actual costumes of the actresses. This show is from the 60s, okay? So women were very much depicted as sex symbols on TV, especially in a show like this that was geared toward male sci-fi fans. The dress seemed really really short to me when I saw it on the doll, but after I saw the actresses wearing dresses this short in the actual show, I realized that it was accurate to those costumes. And her boots are killer. They are solid black. They're really high cut and very fashionable, and she has on black stockings as well. She comes with her little comm in her hand, which opens and closes and could pass for a flip cell phone, I guess. Okay, so she's got this thingamajiggy. What is this? Here I go. Okay, so I need all of my Star Trek heads to drop a line in the comments and let me know what the heck is this thingy. It looks really cool. It flips around here at the top, and it's got this long stretchy strap so that she can wear it over her chest. But honestly, I don't even know what this is called because I'm not really a Star Trek fan, and I should have asked Adonis what the heck is this thing called because he's such a Star Trek geek. But anyways, you guys leave it in the comments. Tell me what this thing is called. Okay, I took her off of her stand to get a better look at her outfit right quick. Her breasts look huge compared to the usual Barbies. Is it just the dress? Her stockings are closed at the toe, and the top has underwear attached to it, which is kind of cool because it helps to protect the stockings a little better than if it was like completely made out of this mesh material. This material isn't going to snag on her joints, so with the underwear, she can bend over without exposing all of her goodies. Hello. Look at these details on her cuffs and her insignia here on the chest. And then she's got that signature collar as well. She has Velcro in the back of her dress, so I'm going to open it up and take all of the stuff off of her. So while I undress her, shout out to my boy Suresh NY on YouTube. He is such a fashion guru. When he reviews his dolls, he gets all in depth with the details of the stitching, the materials that are used on the clothes, all these little things about the fashions that we normally never pay attention to. I appreciate that about his reviews. I'm not able to articulate all those little things because that's really not my line of expertise, but it's so interesting to hear him talk about it because it just shows how much attention he pays to those types of details, and it's just really cool. So go and check out his channel and watch his doll reviews. His taste in dolls are a little bit more glamorous than mine, so you're gonna see some different kinds of dolls there that you don't normally see over here on this channel, like the Silkstone Barbies and all the Barbie look dolls and things like that. He's got a really awesome collection, and Suresh makes his own Barbie clothes. Like, how crazy is that? Ball gowns, all this fancy schmancy stuff. Oh my god, I love him. Okay, so I've linked him in my description, and I also believe he's in my featured channels list here on the channel, so go and look him up. Suresh NY, New York in the house. Anyways, oh my god, I sound like such a stalker. Okay, back to what we were talking about, alright? You can probably still get some wear out of this red dress with a jacket or a vest over it, so try that out. And the stocking should be removed carefully by twisting them down as you pull them off of the doll so that they don't snag in her joints. They can definitely be worked into a lot of outfits for sure. And the pointy toe detail in the boots, I think, is really nice. I love the design. Kudos to the designer of these dolls for the hard work that went into all of the little details. She has a hybrid body, a fusion of Made to Move Barbie and the Model Muse or Barbie look style bodies. The toes are not painted, but she has those arched feet with all the cute details like ankles and heels and all of that. Her thigh is missing the pivotal joints of the Made to Move dolls, but the shape of her thighs are really well sculpted. I think they're a little more shapely looking. The knees are double jointed. They don't bend as far back as the Made to Move dolls do, but that's a lot more articulation than the regular Barbies. Her legs split and rotate at the hips. She's got Made to Move arms, but way nicer hands. Yes, I do not like those flat hands that the yoga dolls come with. This body is really awesome, and she doesn't have my absolute pet peeve, those annoying flimsy flats to heels ankles. Ew. These ankles are not going to convert to flats, but I prefer these ankles much more because they're more sturdy. She can bend her joints in so many ways, and it will take getting used to because it's a little different from a Made to Move body. She's more hollow and lighter, but I'm satisfied with this body's functionality. Her complexion is really pretty. To me, her face appears to be slightly darker than the body, but it could just be her makeup. What do you guys think? It's not very noticeable. Her body in general is really well sculpted, and she has a beautiful figure. Here she is from the side. I really do like how this body looks, and her chest is sculpted wonderfully. I don't think it was her dress that was making her chest look bigger. I think it's the way that the doll was actually sculpted. Those of you who have Wonder Woman Barbie, can you tell me if her body type is the same as this doll's? I think the designer of this doll did a really great job of reflecting the likeness of Nichelle Nichols, the actress. At first I was thinking, damn, Nichelle was much juicier and much thicker than the way that this doll looks. But actually in season 1 of the show, Nichelle seemed a little skinnier and she hadn't quite filled out like into her body yet, so she did look a lot like this doll does. Here is Uhura compared to this Made to Move body, which is orange top here. There are some differences. There's no molded undies for once. Yes, thank you. The midsection is a bit narrower, and the thighs are a little bit longer. The knees look different as well. Orange top here has wider hips and a different shape to the rear end. I don't know if one is bigger than the other one, but it definitely is a different shape. I think Uhura also has slightly thicker calves. Overall, Uhura seemed as if she was a little bit taller than the Made to Move Barbie as well, but it could be because she was on high-heeled feet instead of flat feet. I don't know. But her legs themselves are a little longer. Of course, her splitting abilities are definitely on point. Made to Move Barbie cannot split like this, but the Made to Move body beats her out on the range of motion in the knee joints. Too bad, huh? So if you were wondering, these collector dolls with Made to Move style bodies are not exactly like a Made to Move. It's pretty darn close though. And the chest really seems to me to be larger. Not by much, but I can tell the difference, especially with like different tops on. Uhura's chest looks more rounded and fuller, while Made to Move's chest is pointier but not as full. You feel me? Don't be fooled by the Made to Move doll's chest plate, which makes her chest appear slightly larger than a Barbie without a chest plate. There's way more curvature to Uhura's chest. I think that these differences in the body types are a really cool feature. So I'm going to show you guys this. The bump in her head is created with this piece of foam in her hair. I'm gonna snip this thing out of here, which is attached with plastic cables. Really annoys me. I will wash out the gel from her hair as well. Sadly, I discovered that this curled part of her hair is kind of rooted in this way. It's not just curled, it's literally like rooted in here like this in a weird direction. So hard to explain exactly what they did to get it like this, but basically they started rooting the hair normal and then they tucked in parts of the hair to make it stand up in the opposite direction. They like rooted it into her scalp in the opposite direction. Oh god, I know that I'm explaining this really poorly, but I did end up fixing this without having to reroot her hair, so it's not hopeless. Stick around until the end to see what I actually did. Now some of you don't care about all of that because you like the hairstyle the way that it is, but long or short, I just want my doll's hair to be versatile, so I decided to change the hair. Okay, so let's check her out in a different outfit. Shout out to my subby, John, in California, who sent me this dress, along with some other cool things for my birthday. This dress looks really good on her because of her larger chest, which fills out the top of the dress well. It's normally a little bit loose on the other dolls, but for her it works. She's wearing ordinary Barbie heels, and they do fit her feet pretty great. Her hair is still looking hella ghetto, but don't worry, it'll look better. I still think that her lip color is a little weird, but I'm gonna be changing that. Now let's get her in some pants to see how these legs look in something else. Here she's got on some jeggings, I guess. She's got a lot of thigh action going on, and these thick calves make her shapely legs really stand out in the pants. And I love the way that her chest looks in this tight shirt. She would be a dream to photograph. Her silhouette is very feminine. I mean, this is very impressive coming from Barbie. Despite her weird space girl hairdo, I think the doll was worth getting. If you're a customizer like me, the hair will not deter you from investing in this gorgeous doll. I'm glad I got her instead of Wonder Woman, whom I was about to order. I saw Wonder Woman in the stores for the first time after I got Uhura, and I was even happier that I chose Uhura first because Wonder Woman didn't impress me too much when I saw her in person. This doll really blew my mind away, so I'm probably gonna get another Uhura and customize that one by repainting her face. Okay, so here is Tomi on the yellow top body next to Uhura. Their complexion is very similar, but the yellow top body has a matte finish and the Uhura doll has a glossy, shiny finish. So that makes it appear as if it's a bit darker. I don't know if she is actually darker, but that's just the vibe that I get from the shininess. And that's how the two skin tones compare. They could be rebodied onto each other's bodies and pass for the same skin tone. That's just what I think. So just for fun, let's see how she poses compared to Made to Move dolls. She cannot sit cross-legged like Tomi here can on the left, but she can do a lot more than regular articulated bodies can, and she can pose more naturally in chairs because her knees bend very far. Her upper body can do all of the usual things that Made to Move dolls can do, like touching her head or her face, holding a cell phone up to her ear, and all that good stuff. Alright, here's the update on her hair. I went and pulled her hair out of the weird direction that it was rooted in with pliers. I'm not pulling the hair completely out of the head, mind you, just tucking them from the opposite direction that they were rooted into. I was able to get it all out of there, but now that they are loose, I'm going to boil wash her hair and then set it so that it will lie in the same direction as the rest of her hair. I hated that weird curl, and I'm so glad I was able to fix that without needing to reroot everything. Be sure to follow us on Instagram so you can see the updated hairstyles for this doll. In the interim, I will wrap her hair like this so that it can set overnight after boiling her hair. I do like her bangs though, but I'm gonna keep tweaking this doll until she's just the way that I want her. Overall, this doll absolutely gets Gypsy's stamp of approval. If you love this review and you are in love with this doll, I highly suggest adding her to your collection. Go follow the links in my description to see where you can get Uhura as well. I plan to do a special video going into the significance of this doll's historical symbolism. I am so happy that they used Nichelle Nichols' likeness for this sexy doll as opposed to Zoe Saldana, the actress whom this generation of Trekkies are probably more familiar with, as she is the new Lieutenant Uhura in the Star Trek movies. But Nichelle is a classic beauty, if you know what I mean. Alright, enough rambling from moi. Be certain to check out our latest videos if you missed them. Go back and watch our previous content, including some fun crafts and customizing tutorials, dollhouse tours. I mean, if you're old enough to handle watching South Park or Robot Chicken, then you can watch our doll series, Broken Barbie Show. Go check that out. Again, I say it all the time, this channel is not family friendly, so adults, please use your adult common sense and discretion in what you allow your kiddies to view on this channel. I don't want to hear people complaining to me to PG my channel because that's just not gonna happen. Just keeping it real. We're here to rock with the adult collectors who don't need anybody's permission to enjoy this hobby, do whatever they want to do with their dolls. That's what we're going to continue to do. It's your girl Gypsy about to keep it moving so I can get another fun doll video ready for you guys. If you weren't already doing so, I hope this video is getting you started on your way to having a super dolly day.